Liberation, down, down with deportation, up with liberation.
But they don't care because, oh, they're not citizens.
But there was one place they would never go, and that was to separate families.
We're still human beings and still have human rights.
Hi, my name is Carrie, and I'm here to tell you about DACA and the current status of immigration in the U.S., because I believe that knowledge leads to awareness, which then leads to power, which will hopefully inspire you to make a change in your community. To learn more about these programs, I had the privilege of speaking with Karina Alvarez, a dreamer who is on DACA, and Michael Watkins, who is an immigration lawyer at Godoy Law Services.
I remember before I got DACA, of course I wasn't working because I can't work legally. And so I thought I wasn't going to be able to go to college. I cried about it because I thought, damn, I can't go to college, I can't afford it.
DACA to me gives people that currently have no ability to work in the United States the chance to earn a living in a place that they've called home for the majority of their life that they had no option to enter into.
So I was able to, get a job and pay for college, and I was able to buy my own car, which is like a big deal. So you do have to apply for it, and there is a fee, almost $500. And it costs even more if you go with an attorney. So we had so much paperwork to do because you have to prove that you've been here and haven't left the country. And even if you submit everything, you can still get denied. They could still say no, we're not giving it to you. We're from Morelos, Cuernavaca in Mexico. My dad came first over because he had family here. So he came when I was 2 years old. And then he was gonna find a job and send us money back home. But then he told my mom you guys should just come over here. And so I was 4 at the time, so I don't really remember much. I went with my mom and then a few other family members. We got smuggled, obviously. So that's how we got over here.
Most DACA people came to the United States as small children. When you're a 2-year-old, you have no say in where you're going. You just come here, this is your home. It gives them the chance to make America their home.
I feel like I have to prove something. I have to prove that I'm worthy enough to be here. So that's why obviously, I try to be a good person. I don't get in when my friends want to do some stupid stuff. I'm like, you know what, you guys can go ahead, I'm going home. Because, something bad could happen.
There's a common misconception that having DACA actually leads to citizenship or a green card. DACA is a non-immigrant visa. It is not one that derives anything other than the ability to stay here in the United States and to work in the United States. That ability means so much to those people, and they deserve every right they can to work in the United States. I believe immigrants are a massive benefit to the United States. One of the reasons we became a leader in technology education, literally every single facet of the world, was by allowing other cultures in. To me, immigrants built America. And I know so many that have helped this world. I actually have a client right now who came from Jamaica, and he has about 9 patents in the United States. And he was an illegal resident of the United States with 9 patents in this country. So every pop can you drink and every soup can you touch, he actually has a patent on it.
Michael had wanted to share a story about a young boy from El Salvador who had issues with the cartel and is currently seeking asylum in the U.S. If these themes make you uncomfortable, please feel free to not listen in for this next story.
My most touching story I have for anyone that's interested in immigration and basically how it can help someone. I have a young boy that is now 15. He does not live in Illinois, he lives in a different state. When he was 12, he lived in El Salvador. He was going to an English-speaking private school so that his parents could send him off to a tourist area to work at tourist attractions. The local cartel does not like people learning English. So they came into his school and murdered every single teacher, every single kid, while my 12-year-old client hid in a closet and watched them saw off a 6-year-old girl's head. He then ran home, and turns out one teacher had escaped the school, and that teacher was his aunt. So they chopped her head off in the town square and went to church and had the church publicly announce that they were looking for my client, a 12-year-old boy, because they needed to make sure they killed every single kid. My client then was hiding in his grandmother's house. She ran home and filled his backpack with every single El Salvador equivalent of $1 they had. Told him he had to run to the bus station and to keep going north until he hits America, and to ask for asilo, which is Spanish for asylum. When he started running out of the house, the cartel reached his grandma's house, chained the doors, and burned it to the ground with her inside. My client, as a 12-year-old boy, spent about 4.5 months traveling from El Salvador to America. He's been here. I applied for asylum for him. He had his asylum interview in downtown Chicago, and they referred him to be deported back to El Salvador. So now we're appealing that, and he will be having another immigration trial in front of a judge sometime in the future. So to me, this speaks volumes of why people need to come here and have a better chance. At the current school he's at, he's getting straight A's and he's fluent in English and is like captain of one of the sports teams.
Any process of migration in the U.S. is rigorous. But through DACA, Karina was able to go to college, get a job, and have a car. Josue is simply seeking asylum so he can have a home where he is not threatened every day. These are things I know myself and others constantly take for granted. Migrants in the U.S. provide outstanding economical and cultural benefits. Programs like DACA and other ways for just seeking asylum open up doors for those needing help. America has always been a melting pot, so why now are we solidifying and closing the doors to those in need?